Hello everyone, welcome to Sade's Tarot Tea. So today guys, this video I have been wanting to do since the Black Lives Matter movement started. For a long time it's been going on, the movement, but since George Floyd has passed away, I've been wanting to do a reading on the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and I was getting ready to do this video when Spirit called me they pulled me towards my Martin Luther King video. And guys, at the time, I don't know if you guys remember that video of in the beginning when I said I don't know why I'm doing this reading, but I'm just gonna go with it and do this reading, you know. I thought at the time that it had to do with Martin Luther King, but it was so much bigger than that. And I know that Black Lives Matter has been going on for a long time, and you know, Spirit kept pointing me back to my Martin Luther King video, and they were saying to me like, that's why you did the video, because people needed to know that another uproar was about to happen. Guys, I didn't know at the time that it had to do with that it had to do with these protests that are going on and more police brutality going on. So now I understand why I did that reading, despite what you guys feel about the reading I did on Martin Luther King. If you liked it or didn't, whatever, that's your opinion. But I understand now why I did that reading and why partially why Martin Luther was so angry. Because there's still more injustice that is going on. Obviously we know that, but it is getting a lot worse, and it's so sad, you know, honestly. So I wanted to just turn the camera on. I don't know where this reading is gonna go. I'm gonna freestyle this reading. We're gonna see, you know, Spirit is like, no questions, no, you know, boundaries, no guidelines. We're just gonna read and see what comes out for the Black Lives Matter movement. But it is so much bigger than that. This is George Floyd and other Black African-Americans that have been brutally beaten. This reading is for George Floyd. This reading is for everyone that has been brutally assaulted, that the police officers have assaulted, have killed, have murdered. This is for every Black life that has suffered, you know, not just with murdering, but with oppression. You know, they're sending a signal, they're sending a sign, the police officers, some of them. Now guys, there are still good cops, okay? There are still really good cops, but this message is going to be for them as well. But I want to first start off with talking about Trump and leading into deeper purposes, because, you know, Trump is our leader, you know. So this sucks that he is, I've seen videos where he's mocking people that have, oh, I can't breathe. I've seen disgusting videos. Trump, Spirit is very, very unhappy with you. I know that probably this doesn't mean anything to you, but let me tell you right now, Trump, if you keep going down this period, if you keep going down this road of just being a dick and just being, excuse my language guys, but I'm trying to stay calm, but Trump, this is your warning. If you keep going down this disgusting road that you're going down and just being a tyrant, just being a nuisance, I have seen your Spirit is showing me your death, okay? And not just your death in the physical, your death in the afterlife, okay? So I would get your shit together. If I were you, I would be more empathetic, and I would lead our people instead of making our people turn against each other. So guys, I want to start off this reading with talking to Trump, and Spirit has some messages for him. I hope that this video does not get taken down. We're gonna see. I'm gonna take a risk. Hopefully my channel will be okay. I'm saying a protection over my channel. If you guys agree, then go ahead and say that with me. And yeah, let's go ahead and start a prayer. And I also want to say to George Floyd, I wanted to first do a reading on George Floyd, but George is not, of course you guys know it's not good to read on people when they first pass. And I did speak to George, and I did pick up on his energy very easily, and he allowed me to talk to him a little bit. So I do plan on down the road doing a reading on George. I don't know how people are reading on him yet, because I'm not judging them. If they are, maybe they had a certain agreement with George, but George does not want to talk. He is very angry. He's so angry. He's just disgusted. He was a good person. Not saying, even if he wasn't, not saying he deserved to die, but George is having a hard time passing over, because he left his family. Of course, he's upset about, you know, the way he was killed. He was upset by the way they just would not listen to him, the officers. So anyway, guys, I have to respect George. I was going to do a reading on George Floyd. I will do other readings on the victims of police brutality. So don't worry if you guys have any questions. I would like you guys to drop them below. I try to ask people on Instagram, but of course they don't tell me. Some people did, so I thank you for the ones that spoke out to me. But please let me know, guys, what readings you would like to see on police brutality, the Black Lives Matter movement. Let's go ahead and freestyle this reading. We're gonna see, they first, guys, I'm sorry, but they first want me to address messages to Trump, because Trump is acting like a fucking asshole, and he is, of course, not a leader. If you guys are gonna get upset about this reading, then that is on you. I'm not here to upset anyone. I'm here to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So God help me. Let's go ahead and say a prayer. Father God, I just want to say thank you so much for coming through for me. Thank you for bringing messages of greater good towards me and of protection. I give myself and others who have been brutally affected or attacked or mentally attacked or psychically attacked, affected by the Black Lives Matter movement, or just in general in regards to what is going on currently. I pray for our government. I pray for our president. I pray that our president has better empathy and that he is more understanding and kind, and that you show him the way, Father. You show him and you lead him, Father, what it means to truly be an example in this world. I pray for George Floyd's family, Father. I pray for every boy, little black boy or little black girl, or anyone that has been, families, Black Lives Matter families, black families, anybody that has been oppressed in regards to the Black Lives Matter movement, that has not been able to overcome the adversities that have been set upon them and the obstacles that have been placed upon them. I pray, Father, that you just allow them to see the light and to keep hope and know that there is light at the end of this tunnel, this dark tunnels. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I pray also that, Father, you work on Trump and you help heal George Floyd's family. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully that prayer went okay. So guys, before I go ahead and move forward with Trump's message, I want to first say that anyone that is saying that, you know, they're throwing their hands up and they're like, oh my God, all lives matter, everybody's life matters. Obviously, no chicken shit, like everybody's life matters, okay? But right now we are up in arms about Black people have been oppressed for a very long time, and I'm not saying that no one's oppression has been any better, okay? That's not what we're saying. We're saying that right now there's a movement. We're being called spiritually to, you know, to help, you know, my community, to help African Americans to be better in their life. You know, everybody has to empathize. And this is bigger than that. It's bigger because Black people are being made the example to, Spirit wants people to have more compassion, and the Black community is an example of that. So this is bigger than, oh, all lives matter. This is bigger than that. We're saying, yes, all lives matter, but Black people have been made the example for a very long time, the public example. So if we can learn to have more compassion for the Black Lives Matter movement and us as Black people, and you guys, even if it doesn't affect you, down the road, Spirit is telling me it will affect you. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's going to affect you. Us being Black, we're just leading by example, and we're stepping up, and you guys could learn a lot from us, and you could learn a lot from how we are banding together, okay? So that's what I wanted to say. We're not saying that all lives don't matter. That's not what this is about. And if you know, believe that, you're just being ignorant, okay? Because that's not what the whole movement of Black Lives Matter is about. It's just so annoying how people can't have compassion, you know, and understanding. So anyway, I want to go ahead and I wanted to say that I truly believe everybody's life matters. I'm not here to be like, oh, only Black people matter. Like, no, that's not what the movement is about. I'm wearing this color. Spirit kept telling me to wear yellow or gold, whatever. I had gold. So I wanted to read to you guys what yellow gold means. And the color means friendliness and approachability, symbolizing warmth and honesty. Yellow is the color of light, hope, and encouragement. Marks the very beginning of autumn. So yeah, basically Spirit kept telling me to wear yellow. And the reason, you know, for that being is that, you know, they want me to be a symbol of hope and honesty, and to speak a message of honesty, and only honesty and warmth and compassion. And that is what my channel is about, you know. And like I always say, if you guys don't like it, that is quite all right. You are more than welcome to exit, you know. You don't have to stay subscribed to my channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started reading on the Black Lives Matter. I want to go ahead and send a message to Trump, because unfortunately, even though he is not black, he is not for our movement, he is still a big part of the problem of why, you know, he's part of the problem, guys. He's not the whole problem, but he's still part of it nonetheless. And I want to go ahead and send a message, and Spirit wants me to send a message. So Trump's first message, door to value. So Trump, the first message is, Spirit, from, they're reading you right now, they're like, from the time you were a young boy, you always felt devalued. You were always taught to live a very superficial life. You were always told that vanity is the way to go. And in order to, you know, get somewhere in life, you know, you have to trample on others. You have to be a tyrant. You have to be condescending and, you know, just not understanding and all about you. And you're very much a narcissist, and you're very much all about you. And Spirit is saying, and you do things for shock value, you do things for entertainment purposes, but Spirit is calling you to change, because I'm telling you, your downfall is going to be, I see Trump having a really bad heart attack, guys. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't see him getting murdered. I see Trump having a really bad heart attack, and I see it being, he already has like really bad heart problems. He already has really bad illnesses. Spirit is letting me see his illnesses, and they are gonna miraculously, he is miraculously, guys, I don't know what this means, but he's going to fall ill to a heart attack. Trump, you're going to have a heart attack. I'm seeing your death. So you might want to be careful what you fucking do and what you fucking say and how you treat people, because after you have this heart attack, your life will be very, very bad. And this isn't me, guys, wishing this on him. I am not wishing this on Trump, even though he's a fucking mean person. I'm not wishing this on him. Trump is going to have to come back, and he's going to have to relive his karma. And his karma walking on this earth is not going to be pleasant. And he needs to stop right now what he's doing. He needs to stop mocking people that are oppressed in all races of all kind, that are not seen as higher up, you know. And Trump, your Spirit, I'm humbling myself, guys. I'm not saying this to be haha, but Spirit is showing me, they are allowing me to see that, because they know that I come with good intent. Okay, usually Spirit will not let you see people's death, but they are letting me see his death. Attachment in the reverse, Trump. So Spirit wants you to let go. They want you to let go of this image. Okay, I'm hearing two things. They want you to let go of this image that you need to be in entertainment, you need to be funny, and a tyrant, and be at other people's expenses, because all that's glitter ain't gold, my dude. All that's glitter ain't gold. And Spirit wants me to tell you that you have to learn to let people see a softer side of you. Whether that exists or not, that's up to you. But Spirit is saying you need to start attaching yourself and caring, because it is in the reverse, because guys, he is not caring about people. As we know, that's not, you know, of shock, but he does not care about people other than himself and other than what he feels will benefit his family. He doesn't even really truly care about his family, to be honest. So Spirit's like, either you get on board with helping people, or your walk past death is not going to be pleasant. Also, I'm seeing that he hates himself, and that's why he spews so much hate. Trump, you are spewing hate. That is not, you know, we already know that. You're spewing so much hate into this world. You're not helping. You're basically clapping and saying, yes, you know, keep the oppression going, keep these people going. These people are not, you know, they're upset, they're angry, because the thing is that we don't have freedom. Even though we live free, we are not free. So let that shit sink in, Trump. We are not free. Door to healing and happiness. Spirit wants me to talk to him about he needs to open up his doors to happiness. He needs to step down. He needs to go retire. He needs to find his true identity and stop living this false facade that he keeps portraying, because Spirit is getting really tired of seeing him do this crap over and over and over again. The way he portrays himself to the people is not good. It's very toxic. It's toxic to his family. It's toxic to himself. It's toxic to anyone that's around him. He's not just affecting us as the people, guys. He's affecting the way the hate he spews. He's affecting his family. And Trump is just so narcissistic that he can't see that. So Spirit is going to force him, I predict in the 4 years from now, Spirit is going to force him to get on board or get out, kind of thing. So they want to take him and heal him. They want to take him and transform him. They're going to make him walk certain a lot of past. He's lived this life a couple times, guys. He's had to relive because he refuses to learn. I keep seeing when he was young, when he was a small boy, I keep seeing he was kinder, he was more understanding, he was compassionate. But for some reason, as he started aging on this earth and he started reliving his life, he started growing bitter and more bitter and more bitter and cold and just mean. And Magician and the Mirror. Yes, Spirit, he's refusing to welcome God into his life. He's refusing to welcome any form of spirituality into his life, which would make him a more compassionate and understanding person. I truly believe that, you know, Trump he's walking on this earth without a soul. In a sense, of course, like, he has a soul, but he is not in tune with his soul, if that makes sense. That's what Spirit is telling me. He's not in tune with his soul. He's detached from his soul in his way of being compassionate. Okay, so this isn't only about Trump, but Spirit wanted me to give a clear message that Trump is living a very superficial life. He's very egotistical, he's very narcissistic, and he needs to get that under wraps. He needs to seek help. He needs to seek proper guidance. And they did allow me to see the way he's going to pass, not due to a murder. It's literally due to him having a heart attack or some form of illness that will attack his heart. So yes, guys, so that was what the message was for Trump. That was pretty intense. We're going to move forward with the Black Lives Matter because that is what this is about. So I apologize, guys. I had to get that message to Trump before I moved. All right, so let's go ahead and pull on the energy, what is to come, because I do want to do like the color they had me wear says. I want to be of some hope and guidance. I want to see what Spirit has to say about this movement, what's going on. And of course we know what's going on, but what Spirit has to say about this. So okay, guys, so the first message that I'm using my Angel of Guidance tarot. Spirit kept directing me to that. Now, the first card that I was drawn to is believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy, leap of faith. This is a new beginning. I am seeing a 0 in my card. I keep paying attention to the 0. This is a new beginning, guys. This is bigger than us. Like I was saying about the coronavirus, this is bigger than us. This is what Martin is still anticipating will keep happening. Now, this is not going to stop. This is a new beginning. This is a new, it's like, although we are, you know, going into another decade, we are still stuck in the past. And although it feels like it's a new beginning, it's a new beginning of not living comfortably. We can no longer live comfortably. We can no longer do the same crap that we've been doing. The truth is, guys, that there is no divine guidance on this earth. There is no divine guidance. And we're living in a period where darkness keeps happening because we're inviting darkness in. And this has nothing to do with the protests or anything. Spirit is telling me that they're very happy that, honestly, they're actually really happy that silent protests are going on. They don't agree with the violence. Some protesters are being violent, some, okay? And they definitely don't agree with police officers, of course, murdering people, doing the things that they're doing. There have been other deaths that I'm picking up on that are not getting media attention, that are just so brutal. Yeah, they're just so brutal. They are by white cops. Even some there are white cops that are doing this, but there also are picking up on Hispanic cops. You know, even black cops. There are black cops that are using their power, using their police you know, using their power for wrong. So Spirit does want me to make you guys aware of that hate is also coming from our own nation, you know, from this is another form of genocide. This is genocide. People, Spirit is like, you guys have been causing genocide amongst each other for a very long time. They are upset that police officers are doing this, but they're also seeing that genocide has been happening for a very long time. There have been African Americans that have been doing stuff against each other, there have been Hispanics doing stuff against each other, and they want us to raise up and be better than that and stand together, band together, not just when a murder happens. They want us to do this regardless. They want us to be of guidance and of an example to the police officers, because police officers are even going against their own beliefs, you know, and what it is to protect, guide, and help each other. Sorry for any noise you guys hear in the back. My landlord's having her mom over, so if you guys hear any noise in the back, I apologize. So yeah, I don't want to wait too long to do this video because I'm going to lose the messages. So if you guys hear anything in the back, I apologize. So yeah, that is the first message that I'm getting, is that they want us to band together, stand together. Obviously, they love the protests that are happening. They think it's a really good thing that they're happening, but they also can't, I've said this before, guys, but we cannot rely on the government to protect us. We cannot rely on even, you know, police officers or firefighters or whatever. We can't always rely on them. Another card that I pulled is the broken heart. I mean, these are obvious messages, guys, but Spirit wants to reiterate that a lot of us are hurting. We're crying out to be heard. A lot of us are not being heard. A lot of us are not being understood. A lot of us are having a really hard time with people accepting us, with a whole, like, a lot of us, I just keep picking up on, a lot of us don't feel heard. And that is honestly why I said that message to Trump. A lot of us are angry. A lot of us are just feel really disrespected and not given an opportunity to prove ourselves, whether that be in the workplace, whether that be, this is something bigger than just the protest and just the people being murdered. This is, Black lives have been oppressed for a very long time, and you know, we're sick of it. You know, we're sick of being oppressed. We're sick of being told that we can't do something. We're sick of, you know, people trying to hold us back because of the skin tone. So Black lives is it's a bigger thing. It's a bigger meaning than just like, oh, you know, people are shooting us in the street. You know, it's a way for us to stand together and to protest that everyone, like, we are the example for you guys. You know, while you guys are yelling all lives matter, well, you know, we're the ones that are taking a stand and saying people of color matter. People of color matter. That is okay. Our skin, it's okay for us to, like, get ahead. It's okay for us to have freedom. That's what we're here for. We're here to be free. That's what God wanted for us, obviously, not because of our skin tone, not because of our religion. So, you know, we're not saying that all lives don't matter. That is the biggest thing I keep hearing Spirit is saying through me, is that, you know, African Americans are just tired of being oppressed. Angel of balance. I feel like the police officers that are doing this are going to have to, they may not suffer on this earth. We should not wish suffering on people, guys. I'm not saying that to wish that on them. We should not wish that on our police officers. We should not wish that on anyone, because that is not, Spirit is reminding me that yes, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be upset, but it's not okay to wish suffering on anyone. We are supposed to allow the angels, because Angel of Balance came back out. This is something that I feel is not going to go away, and it's going to continue to cause issues. Okay, I see more riots, I see more protests, I see more people causing uproars, and they're happy that they're silent protests. They're happy that we're standing up for something we truly believe in. We're standing up for justice, and that is the thing that is the most important. But they want everyone to remember that, not to take things lying down, but to, just remember why you're doing this. Remember why you're doing this, is what I keep hearing. I feel like our spirit guides and our protectors and God is not I see them saying to not worry, to not go they keep saying to me to not be anxious, to not do things out of fear, to not do things out of fear, to not do things because you're scared. Do things, move freely, do things with a good intent, do things with a good heart, and this will, freedom, love, and prosperity will prevail from that. So I do see, guys, we will, I am hearing that we will bounce back from it, but it is going to take a minute. It's not going to be an overnight process. It's something that I feel is going to keep happening. So we'll look more into that. I do feel like it's going to be something that keeps happening, all this injustice. So yeah. So I asked to get more answers with my questions, and hopefully, I covered things that you guys are wondering about. But I'm asking Spirit, why are these police officers doing this? What is their intent? And I kid you not, guys, I honestly am getting, because they are, I'm saying this, but Spirit's like they're moving with bad intent. I'm saying because these officers don't think. Like, they really don't think a lot of times. They're thinking out of fear. They're thinking with the stigma that they're thinking with their fear. These cops are placed with fear. These cops are being brainwashed to have fear. And when they go into the services, and yeah, that's okay, like, to be prepared. It's okay to be scared about certain things, but they go into a lot of situations afraid with their life every day. These cops are afraid for their life, and that's why Spirit's saying they make dumb mistakes like this, where it's not a mistake. A lot of these people are, they're showing me some cops that have done this where they were scared. They've done it out of fear. They've done it because they've learned a certain type of stigma with African Americans, and they just do it out of fear. Now, there are certain cops that they're showing me both sides, guys, so sorry. There are cops that are doing it because they just want revenge. They want to use power. They want to use their power. They want to just keep doing things out of aggression. They want to keep doing, they don't want to learn their lesson. They don't want to learn, yeah. I'm hearing because they're not disciplined. That's just really what it is. They're not disciplined. They're not trained properly. They're trained out of fear. They're trained out of aggression. They're trained, they're trained out of anger. These officers that have their sergeants or whatever, they are trained out of fear. I'm hearing for us to stay away from the news as well. I feel like the media, as we already know, the media is blowing more stuff up. The media is like really wanting us to focus on the scary parts of, what these police officers are doing, because like I said, guys, they want to keep us down. They want to oppress us. They want to make us scared for our life. And that's, tower moment. Yeah, I see more protests going on. I see more agitation. I feel like Trump is going to keep causing problems. That's why I pulled on him in the beginning, guys, because he wants to keep us down, so yeah, guys, I am getting that there are going to be more riots. Spirit wants us to keep leading by there are more problems in the media that are going to arise, that are going to keep us upset, going to keep us angry, and going to keep us down. I see more riots happening. I see more problems with the government, upsetting us. I see more things Trump says that will upset us, and I don't see us really, I do feel like part of it, this will help us, everyone leading by example and following and doing what Spirit, because I am picking up on the good things too, guys. So it's like a lot of us are doing the right thing by silent protesting, by, it's not as violent as the media is blowing it out of proportion with how violent the protests are getting. Yes, there are certain parts that are, people are angry and doing things, but a lot of the protests that are happening are, silent, or they are chanting, or they're praying, I feel like a lot of the police officers are being trained to disarm us, are being trained to, or brainwashed to cause us to have issues, or cause us, like, there's no consequences to their actions a lot of times. And I do feel like the police force is very, police officers are very tainted. like very tainted since from when they come into the police force, is what I'm getting to. So I do see more issues with that happening. I feel like these people the police officers are being let go. There's a bail. I see the officer that killed George. I see him, I don't know if he's already out, but I see him getting out. And that's just gonna, yeah. And guys, below I have, if you would like to donate, I'm gonna have links below. If you would like to petition, I will have signed petitions. I will have links below, okay? So yeah, that message wasn't coming out clear, guys, when I was speaking on spirit, but they were saying keep leading. Now it's making sense. Keep leading by example. Keep doing things to cause people to make a change. That's what I was saying. Like, it wasn't making sense, but keep doing things to, you know, make a change. Keep protesting. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. That's what I keep hearing. Okay. So yeah, guys, I am picking up that the protests are not going to stop. The Four of Swords. I do see more silent protests happening. I do see overseas them, you know, more protests will start happening. It's going to trickle down to more people are going to be protesting because there's, believe it or not, guys, we are dealing with this in the United States, but overseas it's worse. Like, it's way worse. So what I'm picking up on spirits, like, it's way worse overseas too. Not that we're not justified for what we're feeling, but it is way worse in other third world countries. It's worse. Like, whoo, and they, you know, African Americans, black, you know, African Americans, people of color are killed on the spot. Like, they don't care, you know. So yeah, I see more destruction happening. What I meant by it's gonna get better before it's gonna get worse before it gets better, that's what spirit is telling me. I do see more stuff coming out about what's truly going on. I see more news being the media, really, sorry guys, I'm stuttering. I'm trying to get these messages out. Oh my god. Okay, so I am seeing more bad things happen because the Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles is in the reverse. I don't see help being issued. I do see celebrities coming up, you know. I keep picking up, guys, on a Black Lives Matter concert when we can have concerts. I see more concerts happening, especially with George Floyd. I don't know if they're going to do something. I know we've been donating to his funeral and all that stuff for the family, but I see them doing a concert in his name, or like a big memorial. Maybe they're going to perform at his memorial or service or something. But I see a concert happening. I see celebrities like Beyonce, Rihanna again, you know, a lot of big name celebrities, actors, actresses that aren't black coming forward, donating, really trying to cause a change, because, you know, it's going to take that. It's going to take us as a union uniting together, because like I said, guys, I keep saying this, but you cannot trust the government. Sorry, the government is not going to help us. They don't want to help us. They are training these cops to go against us. Now, not all of these cops are bad, okay? They want me to stress that. Not all the cops are bad. There are cops that are there to help, that are trying to stop you know, the rubber bullets from happening. I'm picking up on them shooting the rubber bullets at people that don't need to. I am seeing some cops will stand in front of the corrupted officers, and they will be like, stop, what are you doing? They're silently protesting, like they're fine, you know. So there are good cops. Spirit wants me to focus on that. There are good cops that are helping. I do see more curfew being implemented, and I've been saying this, guys. I kept hearing martial law, and that's what is happening. We're dealing with a martial law. Some people are calling it the purge, but it's the martial law. Like, the government is trying to restrain us, but they're only causing more anxiety, picking up on more anxiety, more issues, more of an uproar, because again, guys, like I said, we're not being heard, we're not being listened to. So that's why everyone is banding together. And for the people that are not, and you're choosing to stand against this, that is on you. Spirit is watching, God is watching. That is between you and God. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, make this video about y'all, because that's what you want. But just know that God is watching, and you will have to pay your debt at the end of the day. When you die and you go to heaven, judgment day, you're going to have to deal with your own karma. Just so y'all know. Don't think you guys are going to get off the hook because you're not standing for what is right. And this is bigger than us. Black Lives Matter is bigger than us. humanity. It's people that deserve freedom, that deserve to walk down the street, not be stopped by a cop, not be, you know, crucified because they're trying to, you know, get something. A lot of these people, African American men that have been murdered, or women that have been murdered, were very, I'm hearing from Spirit, a lot of them were innocent. But some people are like, oh my god, they're not innocent, they were doing stuff. No, Spirit is saying a lot of them, I'm hearing a lot of them, guys, a lot of them were innocent. Were there some that weren't? Yes. But, you know, maybe they caught something, or like that was in their car, but they did not deserve to die. They didn't deserve it. Did they deserve to be reprimanded for maybe having an illegal substance? Of course. But, you know, they didn't deserve to die. Regardless, they didn't deserve to die. So I will be doing a series on this as well. We'll get more information on the people that have passed. Unfortunately, I cannot read on George Floyd because he does not want to talk. It's not the right time. I want to respect him. He's still mourning. His family is still mourning his death, obviously. I'm picking up on he had kids, or a kid. I think I saw a picture of a daughter. I try not to look at a lot of things, guys, because I was gonna read on him, but he wasn't. Spirit's like, no, he's not ready to talk. He's not ready. So I'm gonna be respectful of that. But guys, the biggest thing that I'm getting, I hope this video wasn't too jumbled. I was getting messages, and some of them weren't clear, but I do see more protests happening. I do see the government, I do see it dying down, but it's gonna take a minute. I see it taking a couple more months. I want to say when the fall hits, it will die down, but I do see more deaths occurring. And of course, and we're gonna hear, because these police officers, that's why I say of course, because these police officers are fucking, a lot of them are, you know, corrupt, and we have a really bad judicial system. We have, you know, judges I'm picking up on that are just so corrupt. We have a lot of man is corrupt. That must be why I was picking up on Martin was also angry, because so much injustice is still happening till this very day. And we're gonna keep living in this loop, guys. We're gonna keep living in this loop. I'm still seeing that there are parts of the South that are still very, very racist, as we know, even the North. But the South is really bad. They still have slavery there. Some form of slavery. May not be the way slavery used to be, but it's still it's a lot of, you know, and a lot of these people from the South are not surprised that we're going through this. Or like, and a lot of people from third world countries are not surprised. They're like, you guys are now doing something about this. This has been an issue for like a long time, you know. So that's what I'm picking up from them, guys. So will we overcome this? I am not seeing that right now. I do see us making a big name in the Black Lives Matter movement. I do see us doing more stuff to fund, because unfortunately money is power, and that is what Spirit is telling me, and that is what people are seeing, is that money is power. We're not going to do much. We're not going to cause a big movement by just, you know, unfortunately protesting. Spirit is like, yes, protesting is good. Do silent protest, because I'm getting my Four of Cups, guys, card. There will be more deaths, guys. I see officers being more brutal towards people for no reason, but Spirit wants me to say that there are good cops still out there. Now let's see about the military system. What is going to happen? Let's see about military. Well, I see more problems with ICE happening as well. So yeah, anyone Middle Eastern, you're not safe. There's more stuff gonna happen with that. But Black Lives is it's gonna keep happening. I hate to be the Debbie Downer, it's gonna keep happening. Yeah, guys, I see us still moving into more problems. I'm getting the devil. I am seeing, I heard senator. I don't know if there is a African American man that is a senator right now of some sort. I heard senator, so I do see an African American man stepping into office. Not Obama, a senator. Could be Obama's doing, maybe Obama is doing more stuff behind the scenes, but I see a senator trying to move things along, or trying to help us in, you know, getting us better protection. As far as the military goes, the military is not helping us. I see the military being used against us again. Yeah, a lot of this is the military as well, and not just officers. A lot of our military is corrupt. Spirit does want us to stay in the light. That's why I'm wearing, you know, the yellow, and I got the sun card. We will move past this, guys. Will things change? Spirit is saying no, because man is still corrupt. Man is still corrupt. That is what I'm hearing. but it will help us to be more compassionate with each other. People that, you know, this has been a problem for like the longest time, but people that did not have compassion are learning to have compassion. And for the people that don't have compassion, you're going to have to learn the hard way. Sorry. Yeah, justice. Yeah, guys, we're gonna get more. Spirit is telling me that, okay, Trump is going to be impeached. Either he will step down, or he will be impeached. Is that what they're telling me? If I'm wrong, guys, I'm sorry, but something with Trump, like he's going to have to. Spirit is going to take care of that. There is justice coming. There is justice coming. Yes, there is justice coming. Will things change? Officially, no. But there will be justice in the afterlife, and there will be justice. There will be some form of big justice coming, and more messages, more people speaking out. Actually, more people will speak out. More people will cause change, and it will get a little bit better, and it will get, but I still see there being more issues. So I'm hearing yes and no. I'm okay, because they're confusing me, guys. Spirit is confusing me. I do see more messages, more people speaking out, more people helping, but will it get better? Not all the way entirely, but I do see us banding together, causing more change, and it getting a little bit better. But no, guys, keep in mind that we are not in control of the government. We are not in control. They're controlling us. So because of that, there's only so much that they're allowing us to do. And that's why Spirit's like, it will get better. It will get worse before it gets better. Okay? Meaning we will be more compassionate and we will be more understanding. But as far as they're saying, as far as government wise, as far as worldly wise, no. I do see more. I see another war coming. I don't know if Trump is trying to start another war. I just heard another war's coming. Oh, good. Okay. Thank you, universe. But okay, guys, so I have pulled some messages from Spirit, what they want to leave us with. So I pulled 3 cards, and that is so far what Spirit wants to tell us. Strengthen bonds. Not surprised this card came out. They really want us to work on strengthening our bonds, all nationalities. Everybody needs to stand together and band together to help the Black Lives Matter movement to keep going forward, so that we are being heard. And crown chakras, Spirit wants us to open up our crown chakras more and receive messages from the divine, and so that we can release, so that we can heal, because we are being oppressed a lot, guys. We are still being oppressed. Spirit still wants us to heal and to not be held down by this. They want us to rise above this, and we have been, but they do want to stress that some of the people, not everybody's been resorting to violence, okay? And I don't mean that, but Spirit wants us to stay in peace. Don't do violent acts. Some people are being they're talking to the people that want to be violent, you know. They want us to keep protesting, but don't stop just because they want us to be quiet. Don't silence ourselves. Just, you know, do things, move through organizations, do petitions. There's so many other things that we can do besides being harmful to one another or getting harmed, okay? So they want to express that. They want us to keep the love alive. They want us to keep strengthening our bonds with one another, banding together as we have been doing. Everybody protest, everybody get heard, you know. Everybody needs to be heard. This is for also, we're protesting for the voices that were not heard, okay? So when you do protest, say their name, you know, release the hurt, release the pain, okay? We're protesting for a reason. We're protesting to be heard. We're protesting to release our pain. There have been a lot of tears shed. There have been a lot of people just getting out their aggression. And Spirit understands that we're angry. This is only for the people that have been violent, okay? They want us to protest, but do it in a way that it's gets the point across without being violent, because that's why these officers are getting violent with us. That's why and some of them are just doing it obviously to be an asshole, you know what I mean? But they don't want us to lead in fear. You know, and that's in every way possible you can think of, whether that be protesting in fear, whether that be protesting, you know, with violence. They want us to protest, but do it smart, you know, because we're not, I knew this card was going to come out, guys. Solar plexus chakra. This is the card that this is the color I'm representing, the solar plexus. You know, we're feeling very oppressed. We're feeling like our power is being taken from us. And it is. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Spirit's like, they are trying to silence you guys. They are trying to make us obey and just go down quiet and lay down quiet. But we can still be effective and outsmart them than being, you know, than trying to sink to their level. You know what I mean? And I'm stressing to Spirit as well. I'm like, well, you know, we are also banding together in silence as far as like quiet protests are going. We are shouting loud, we're shouting proud, and they're like, yes, but make sure that you're moving smartly, because that's why they're doing these things, guys. That's why they're trying to outsmart us and be violent, and then go into the media and say, oh, they're being violent. You know, there's lies being spread. So they're like, you guys can overcome that. You're stronger. You're stronger. We're not being listened to, and that's why a lot of us, I keep saying this, well, that's why a lot of us are angry. You know what I mean? We don't feel heard. But balance will be restored back into our nation. But it's going to happen little by little. And we are making that. This is not for nothing, guys. We are making that change. But unfortunately, the government wants to keep us down. So it's going to be small doses of change. You know? Things have to get... I keep hearing this. Things have to get worse before they get better. You know? But the government is resisting. They need to do something about their judicial system. They need to do something about it, because we have a lot of corrupt officers. We do. And not just corrupt officers, a lot of corrupt judges, lawyers, even doctors, even though they're not a part of, you know, they're a part of the medical field, but there's a corruption everywhere, honestly. And they want to make that, Spirit is making that very known to me. You know, they want us to strengthen these bonds, that we build these bonds, not just in moments where someone dies. This should have been done. Spirit's like, this should have been done. You know? Dang, they're yelling at us. Okay, Spirit. They want us to detach ourselves from the government. They want us to, I'm telling you guys, I keep getting this. We need to detach ourselves from the government. And that's not to say that, you know, we don't need some type of structure. We do. But it's better that we gotta help aid them in knowing what that looks like. What does freedom truly look like? You know? We're gonna have to rebuild and heal. I keep getting that. Yeah. This coronavirus brought a lot of stuff, guys. It's bringing a lot of things to the surface. It really is. And I'm telling you guys, we needed this coronavirus. We needed it. Because we are becoming, we're truly becoming more awoken. And that's why these protests are happening, and they're not for nothing, you know. It's just Spirit's like, be smart about how you guys protest, because power, the way they're telling us, like the way your power is set up, you guys can't win. Sometimes you can't win, and so they're saying you can do other things to outsmart them spiritually, you know. And strengthening our bond, coming together as a nation without the government, it's the best way to do it. Wow, guys. I was taken aback, okay? Like, so guys, I would like to do a reading on George Floyd in the near future. And not just on George Floyd, I would like to read on I'm going to try to read on as many Black Lives victims as I can that have been, you know, murdered, or, you know, because not just murdered, there are, you know, people that I'm picking up on that have been severely harmed, and we're not just, you know, Black Lives Matter, you know, like the men that have been murdered, the women that have been murdered. There are other people that are being injured by officers, by, you know, even military, or the government doing shady crap to them. But the biggest message is, don't trust the government. I keep saying that. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. I hope that this message was some type of clarity. Unfortunately, it's not the video I wanted to do, but it is a video that is needed. I stand with you guys. I feel, unfortunately, right now things are dim, things are not good, but be the hope, be the change that we would like to see. And if you see somebody in trouble, don't just not do anything. Really stand with them, and stand with them. Strengthen bonds. Love on each other. We gotta love on each other, you know. and we got to help people prosper. This goes in the workplace too, guys. This is not just on the street. If you know that someone is deserving of a promotion that is a person of color, Black Lives Matter goes beyond just, you know, police brutality. It goes with everything that, how every way that a black person is oppressed, okay, which is in the workplace, which is on the street, which is when they are murdered, you know, every possible way you can think of, we are oppressed. Yeah, there's been a long period of time where we were refusing to see, but Spirit is changing our focus. But they want us to do it right. Be smart about the change that you want to see. We have to outsmart them. Okay, so guys, I hope that this reading helped you. Hopefully it wasn't jumbled. I was getting so many messages and there was distractions in the back, but I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. And if you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, please email me at SadeStarotT@yahoo.com. I did not say this in the beginning. If you like what you see here, you would like to see more, please subscribe to my channel, and please leave some thoughts in the comment section below. Let's be sweet, let's be kind to one another. Again, if I see any rude comments, you're getting blocked, deleted, okay? I will be doing more readings on the Black Lives Matter, the people that have passed. I hope they rest in peace. And remember, oppression, we are the example. If you are feeling oppressed in your culture, look to us as that we're paving the way, okay? We're paving the way for you guys to be free too. Anyway, guys, I love you all. I hope you have a good day or night whenever you're watching this. Love and light. Namaste.